we go. The stream has started.
Alright.
There we go. I'm gonna share this around. Alright. Also, what did you think of the Metal Sonic preview, though? If you seen it today.
I did see it, and goddamn are they setting up Cell for failure.
I mean, yeah, but god dang,
They might not have mentioned any super forms or metal overlord or whatever, but they specifically mentioned, oh hey, biocopying can copy even absurd energy types and can mimic like biological data.
Yeah, it is a setup. Our voice is getting set up. It's sad.
Come outside. I promise I won't stomp you.
Yeah, I can promise. I won't stop. I will stop. Okay, no. Oh my gosh. Brother, Cell is cooked. He's cooked. Alright, I've posted it on good old Twitter too. Well, we got 4 people so far. That's pretty cool. There we go. Making sure the music's not too loud. Alright. Also, this stream background is so lit. Let's go. If someone said, "Is this the full fight?" No, it's just a stream. It's just a stream.
A Q&A, if you will.
Yeah, we're just chilling here, pretty much. I mean, if you want to, I guess, see the like full storyboard fight, the video's on my channel. It's called just Sniper Jigen. Is it just needs to be death value. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but we're kind of just like just wanted to chill here, talk with y'all, just talk about Lupin stuff. It's pretty fun business. Also, I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Man. So, with let's say if Death Bell does do this episode, or Lord Wizard, what do you think? What do you think starts to pose what would happen? I guess analysis wise for either of them.
What do you mean by analysis wise?
How do you think they would go about, let's say, Jigen, for example? If they were to do analysis on him.
For Jigen, you would likely start with Lupin 0, then make some casual mentions of the in-between for, before joining Lupin and then after joining Lupin, before getting into all of his, more straightforward, gang stuff.
Okay.
I feel like that's an appropriate, rise for going over Jigen's character.
Yeah. Oh shit, suits here? Let's go. Let's go. Based.
For Sniper, meanwhile, I feel like it's a bit more fitting to go into the reverse aspect. Go into him as part of the team, getting into the machine wars and whatnot, and then going for the reveal of, oh wait, he in fact was actually from New Zealand, the Lost City.
Can't believe it. It gets ridiculous, right? For such a serious character, I mean, obviously Sniper, well, he has this goofy aspect, but he's generally a more serious character than TF2, especially he's in the spy tier, in Heavy Rain, okay, be serious, but they have goofy aspects. And then when you go to his backstory, oh, that's the direction we just went in. Okay, I see. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like that. Playing out in reverse, you just figure out later on. I mean, I think for... what was it? Because I made a little practice like analysis for like Rohan. And I was thinking the next person I could make analysis for. I at first I wasn't gonna do sniper, but then I think I changed my mind. It's either sniper or I guess Jigen. Like who else want to do a practice analysis on? It's definitely hard for me to pick essentially.
Definitely easier to do sniper.
Oh, yeah, probably easier to do him or something like that. But I don't know. A lot of fun to be had there. A lot of fun to be had. Also, I kind of want to do like a Team Fortress 2 type of like. Basically, we had the Lupin openings, right? Lupin, remember, I think part 4. I think it was part 4 had an opening, right? But
I think all the parts had an opening.
I mean, yeah, they do have an opening. I meant like in a sense of like there's actually 2 openings for part 4. One is essentially the one that was shown in like Japan and stuff like that, and the other one, it's the one made by Toonami, right? I think
There's technically also a third one, which I affectionately call the One Piece rap of France. No, wait, not of France, of Italy.
Really? Wait, can you send it to me? I don't think I've seen a third one. I mean, sure,
Yeah,
I think I'll take a look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, this is the reason why the Toonami one is so different, because they had to work with this. What the fuck is like the actual Italian opening? Because I'm seeing music videos for it, but I'm not seeing the animation for it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, like I don't know. So chat's a little quiet. I wonder how everyone's day's going. We got like so far I think we got Moxie in Pursuit though. Also for like Lupin, what was it? Movies. I think so far from I'll check real quick. I think I've made some pretty good progress. I think. What was it? I've watched all the. I forgot the verse's name, but you know what I'm talking about. The Moral Bloodline verse. I've watched all of that. Lupin Zero's all
Jigen's Gravestone.
Yep, Jigen's Gravestone. Watched all that. Watched the Columbus Files. Already been watched Goodbye Partner. Green versus Red. Goodbye Lady of Liberty. There's a shit ton of fucking movies, dog. I feel
To
like
be fair, I don't even think some of them count as movies or just TV specials.
Yeah, that too. Even then I still call it's probably the child in my brain. Like even back then when I was a kid, I was like, oh, TV specials, like 30 minutes. That's a movie or something. that's basically what I think of them at this point. I think Missed by a Dollar. That's probably one of my favorite Lupin movies. That's definitely up there. That is one of my favorites.
I have not seen that one yet,
Oh,
because
so good.
you know I go through my entire research by like category, so I have not gone through the TV special category yet.
Okay. That it is good. Like not only does it have like what I think my favorite Lupin theme in there, but it's just I don't know. I love the vibe of the movie. The soundtrack was like perfect. I've seen Dead or Alive. That version of Lupin, his art style is literally the same as like the manga covers of him though. That's like very accurate. Like, the way he's drawn is very accurate too. So,
I can't find the animation, but just assume this is the Toonami animation over it.
Toonami animation. Okay.
Yeah, this is just like a blank screen, but like it has the lyrics and whatnot, and it is the Italian song.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about using that for like if I was to make a Team Fortress 2 like opening or something like that. That'd be pretty nice. I mean,
it would definitely look interesting.
Yeah. Plus, it's like not copyright, so hey, I mean, I'm pretty happy about that. Like, no copyright. Let's get it. I mean, that's literally why that whole thing was created. It was because of copyright. They couldn't use the original opening.
So, in the words of Medic, free money, free money.
I'll definitely make sure to go like super hard in that, like edit. Okay, okay. So, I guess more. What other stuff could we talk about when it comes to like Sniper versus Jigen? Like, I don't think we get to like talk about last time. Well, for example, I think remember like how I think there was, let's say, certain things that Daisuke Jigen has that I think you brought up, like they could counter the critical hits, right? Like from the Pachinko things.
Yeah, right. So with the pachinko stuff, it's shown repeatedly that when faced against with probability stuff, the cast are able to just kind of change those types of odds and just be like, no, actually, I want to win today. So if both of them, if Jigen were to fire against a critical hit, like bullet, there is a possibility that he could just turn the crit off.
Okay. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like this, that Pachinko machines, yeah, you've already shown me they get pretty wild. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with them.
Yeah. Like, Jigen does just have examples where he'll just fucking mag dump his revolver to just, like, change a 4 to a 5 or something.
Yep, like, sounds like.
Why is this a consistent feat? Pachinko's, that's why.
The Pachinko, this is wild.
And, like, I can't even say, like, oh, this is a gameplay element, because, like, the Pachinko machines have stories, and those stories are affected by those very numbers. Like, it is, like, just actual probability.
Well, I feel like, you know what? I mean, it depends on how they want to go with that, but on the, let's say, an episode like, let's say, Sniper
Yeah, it's
Jigen.
definitely just, like, black box corner at best for any Pachinko feats.
Yeah. It's like, actually, no, like, they're like, no, listen. So, like, basically, the Senegal robot, like, blew up, like, the sun, and you see you guys, like, right there, like, what if they just go with the complete style, like, dang, no!
I will say, of all Pachinko machine feats, the highest quality one is Zenigata Robo, blowing up the fucking sun.
It's gonna be like, a Naruto versus Ichigo ending where, like, Sniper's like, screw you! Faster! Just like, he's gonna get obliterated by the robot.
In the general direction, and suddenly an entire forest is gone.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, like, okay, we're doing this now. Oh goodness. You know, there's something I thought of after, right? Because like, was the magic bullet that you brought up, like, was in the chat, like, make sure to put the black box, guys. I mean, obviously came way later on the process of the video, but I do think that's a good reason to, like, bring, I guess, like, the spells into play. I guess it doesn't have to, like, take up, like, a crazy amount of time. Let's say, like, if you're, like, medic Rick talking, but, like, it could be there for just, like, a moment, like, oh, Sniper wants to use, like, some spells, or a couple spells, like, on, like, you know, Jigen. Jigen's like, oh, crap, I gotta get rid of that book, right? He shoots it with that magic bullet, right? It gets rid of it. And I guess another thing, right, I guess the supporting, right, is, I mean, what do you think of the idea, right, of, like, before Jigen does that, he would try to combat Sniper's real magic with fake magic.
Okay, that would be kind of funny, yeah. Yeah, the thing with the magic bullet, quote unquote, it's specifically a mithril bullet, which in the isekai manga, from what I can tell, granted, this manga has no translation, folks, so it's kind of a case of I have to figure this out by reverse engineering and machine translations. This bullet is basically the Maharaga of bullets. Once it goes into contact with anything magic, it will just adapt to and just decide to nullify and destroy it. For example, Jigen fires anti-tank shot at a wizard, he creates a force field and it blocks. The bullet does nothing. He uses the exact same gun with a mithril bullet, and suddenly it's as if that force field just doesn't exist. Just clean through.
So it could be pretty useful to use against, like, it could be pretty useful to use against, like, Sniper and his equipment.
It is, but it is also, as of right now, just a one-shot option because he only has the one bullet.
Yeah. One shot, make it count to get rid of Sniper's really good equipment.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know. There's just so much cool stuff that like Sniper could throw at this guy. I definitely would wonder what would be Jigen's reaction to some of it. I mean, like the Uber Charge Canteen. That I think that would probably definitely catch him off guard. Like, oh shit, this guy's invincible, like or something. Sniper probably use that to get out of a situation like where he's like kind of screwed if he doesn't.
Sniper spawns Monoculus and Jigen just fucking shoots it with the magic bullet.
Yeah, like, it's like oh. Then all of a sudden, just I guess the book doesn't work anymore. So I'm like, I don't know, just it's like, dang it.
No, he just shoots the book through Monoculus.
Damn. I mean, yeah, that would definitely do it.
Yeah, especially it wouldn't be that out of the ordinary considering the fact that the only gun he's been shown to use the bullet with was his anti-tank rifle. So it's definitely got the firepower to go through the eye and the book.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that'd be a hell of a sight to see in a fight, though. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sniper be like, what? Oh, shit. Okay. Because I think, like, while there's, like, a lot of cool moments that can be had in the fight with, like, showing their skill and stuff, like, different parts of, like, their arsenal and the wacky stuff, I mean, I feel like we can this fight can get away with getting a little, I guess, wacky / crazier, right? Like, a small moment like that. It's like, oh, if we want to bring in that magic, alright, let's get a little crazy real quick, okay? Jigen's like, okay, like, alright, let's do this. Pulls out something obscure, like, oh, shit.
Good thing I brought a souvenir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the Uber canteens, it would be a bit funny if that, like, Jigen's counter was just stealing the canteen for himself, only for him to find out, like, wait, I can't use this shit?
Just, dang it.
What do you mean you need a baboon heart?
Guess technically speaking, I mean, I think I remember this was brought up, like, in, like, a very, very old, like, church scrapbook, but, like, if Sniper does use the Ubercharge Canteen, like, next to Jigen, because, like, the Ubercharge Canteen does have an area of effect, right, for, like, anybody, right, because they'll also be, you know, Ubered up, right, so if Sniper uses the Ubercharge Canteen next to Jigen, they'll both be Ubered, and just Jigen will just die, essentially. His heart will explode.
That's not how it works, no.
At least for the Ubercharge, I think.
No, that only happens with Medic, when when he activates his Uber canteens, him and whoever he's healing also gets...
Oh, I thought it was everyone else. Never mind then.
Nope. Sniper does not have an instant win durability neg option here.
No. I mean, you know, yeah, it's fine. Medic needs that. He needs that against the Drake Toffin.
Yeah, Medic, on the other hand, him using a heal gun to blow someone up. Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah, definitely an option there. I feel like that's, like, the only option. I feel so bad for Medic against Drake Toffin. It's just... like, if you don't give Medic anything, it's just... he's literally just gonna be defending himself the entire time. There's not really a fight. It's just like, oh damn, I'm cooked. What does Medic do?
Die about 7 times.
Well, yeah, he just dies that many times. Like, I don't know. Me personally,
one for every soul.
True. Me personally though, if I want CTF to come back though, because I mean, I don't think Sniper Jigen would be the return, because unless they do like Sly Lupin, and then I'll be like, hold on, I think there could be some hope here, but most likely, I think it'd probably be like Soldier Sarge. At least I prefer it to be. It's the one that interests me the most. A lot of fun there.
Yeah, I will say, of the two, Soldier Sarge seems more likely, but that's also because of the fact that, like, they kind of have been hyping it up over the years for Sarge to get his own single fight.
Yeah. A lot of hype built up over that fight. And I think, I mean, this is probably a hot take, okay? But I personally think Soldier wins. Like, I mean, like, I think...
Considering everything I've seen, that definitely is a hot take. I've always seen Sarge winning that fight, based on all calculations and shit.
Like, I think speed-wise, I think they're probably around the same tier. It's like either they're around the same tier or Soldier's faster. AP, I don't think it really matters because like, I mean, whether Sarge is stronger or not, I don't. I mean, it's like this, right? There's one ace in the hole that like Soldier does have. Okay, at least in my opinion, I think he should have him. Like, I don't think there are any reason not to. He has Marasmus and a brick in his pocket. That, like, the wizard's going.
Erasmus is not actually that helpful though, because of the fact that like it's pointed out that as a ghost he's kind of fucking useless.
I would say that because like he could because like basically Marasmus said like, what was it? He can fight, right? He just needs. Like, he could have fought the Mafia, right? But he just needs to get unbinded from the spectral boundings, right? So he can still use magic. But obviously we see he's free from the spectral bindings after. It's a brick in Soldier's pocket. So, it, like, I think Merce should be included. Because he's always with Soldier. And he's willing to help him out. And if you don't think he will, it's more so, like, a point of, like, self-preservation, right? Where he's like, well, if I don't help him out, either I'm gonna be left with Soldier's dead body, or we're both gonna die. So I better do something here, right? And like it's mainly the hacks, and I mean, Mephistopheles does have like the strongest feats in TF2. The hacks, and basically Sarge is facing a stronger opponent. That's I'm not even sure if he can interact with the Marasmus' ghost, but basically.
I mean, if you couldn't, I'm pretty sure destroying the brick would be a win con there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it would definitely be a win con, but it's like a win con that like Merciless has all the different types of hacks to just like transmutate Sarge or just be a farm, just throw him through time or something like this. A lot of things like Sarge does not have an answer.
I will say, Marasmus does not actually have the power to throw people through time.
He kind of stated
it's pointed out in the actual DeGroot Keep map that like. It is very much modern day to Groot. They just think that they're back in time because they're in a fucking castle.
Oh yeah, that too. But yeah,
because if you look around the map, you can very clearly tell that like there's modern day tech in there.
Okay, or maybe some people think like the tech of I guess well, could probably say
there's computers and stuff. There's no shot that medieval TF2 was using those.
I mean, to be fair, they did invent rockets. What was in I guess the 18th century. Like I'm talking about not just like regular rockets. They invented modern day rockets or something back then. You could make an argument that for some odd reason, some of TF2's like stuff is like way ahead of their time or something like that. I don't know. It's a bit weird. I probably have to look at that.
They are definitely ahead of their time, but this is like the exact same tech that they are using like in modern day. There's no shot it's the same.
Yeah.
Also, like medieval era would be like 500 AD or like I think 15,000 AD, which like that is like it's pretty notable gap.
Yeah, it's a big gap. Yeah, it's. Oh no, it's definitely something to think about.
The Marasmic's brick versus Lopez disembodied head.
True. I mean, hey, yeah, that would be something right there. Meth, is it Meth? He says Cyber just needs to throw loads of piss jars at him and he wins. You know what? I don't think Jigen would want to keep fighting him if that kept happening to him in the fight. Like, I mean, I think
Lupin is not paying me enough for this shit.
I think yeah. I feel like Jigen would just get progressively more pissed off if we go with that gag where he just like Sniper somehow is always landing these piss jars at him. He's like, oh my fucking god, I'm going to kill this dude. Like I'm actually pissed.
It's shooting piss now. The shit.
Like he's shooting it. No wait, that'd be funny though. Like so, like Jigen gets hit with like the jar of piss once, right? He's like, oh, this fucking sucks. And then like all of a sudden he's far away. He gets like I guess grazed or tagged by like a sniper bullet. And he's just covered in piss. And he's like, he's shooting it now. What is this? Yo, like, bro, what is wrong with you?
How long did it take you to bake all this? Jeez. About an hour. That's not healthy, dude.
It's not healthy at all. Good lord. Just the fucking piss jar. Yeah, actually, you know how like it took me so many takes to actually even like record the line when I was talking about like just Sniper shooting piss and throwing the jar of piss. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like I can't. It's hard to say with a straight face. That's how we're. What is this? Yeah, you can throw that stuff at people. I don't know. But yeah, so I think more looking at the fight aspect, right? So, okay, Sniper Jigen, the fight obviously is going to start from very far away. This, let's say, death battle scenario, okay? And, I'm trying to think, like, so death battle, they would probably go with they would fight from far away, Sniper outskills, let's say for now, or like, I mean, it looks like he does, but he outskills. Jigen's like, okay, this guy is like really fucking good. I better get in closer so I can get basically in more comfortable range, okay, right? So he can just get around this whole range thing. Jigen pulls a trick to do so, right? Let's say, like what you brought up earlier with him, like maybe having a gun rigged so it's just like Sniper's just basically, he's combating nobody, basically, as Jigen gets closer. And Sniper basically wises up, he's like, okay, I see what's going on here, right? Maybe Jigen can disguise, right? Or something along those lines. I don't know, what other thoughts you got on that?
Well, there is a myriad of ways that you can really get in closer. Like, there's obvious vehicle options, stealth options. Hell, you can get a freaking hang glider. Though I don't know how good that would be up against a guy who can see you like a kilometer away.
Yeah, it's not really too useful. I mean,
Unless he uses a fake body double, a Sniper looks at him and is like, ah, got him. Wait a minute.
like, wait a minute. I don't know. There should be a lot of. I think Jigen should be pulling a lot of tricks in the fight, though. Not with just his gun, but like just a little bit of like some tricks to the trade that he might have like borrowed from Lupin, right? They'll make Sniper perk up. He's like, oh, okay, I did not expect that. All right, you know what?
Yeah, Jigen has shown to have quite a few skills that he's gotten from his Savory days. Like, there's an entire possibility that he just, like, steals one of Sniper's bullets just so that he doesn't realize how much ammo he has.
Oh, yeah. Could be something. I think someone brought something up right in the comment section. I think I'm gonna try to pull it up. I think it was. Let's see. So, someone said this. Okay, I think it's Cybernat 2000. Okay, he said technically Sniper and Jigen's Sniper and Daisuke's speed should be comparable. Not drawing his weapon, but reacting to the bullet's best reaction time. I mean, well, wait, it's the wrong. Okay, hold on. There, I think it's the wrong comment actually. I think nah, the man versus machine upgrades. No, it's not this comment. It's let me see if I can find it. It was like really intricate too. Like I'm trying to find this. Where is this? No, I think I found it. Okay, so I don't know about the Lupin side of the argument, but I am a TF2 fan and have played the game. In game, the minimum amount of time that Sniper has to scope in with his rifle and land a headshot is 0.2 seconds. As far as I know, nothing in lore specifically addresses how good his quick draw is. So this gameplay feat would take precedent be taken at face value, since there's nothing to contradict or further clarify it. This makes it unclear. This makes it clear that Sniper would be the obvious winner of this matchup if it all came down to quick draw for logic that I used in the video. And I mean, technically, this person is correct though. 0. But I feel like I'm pretty sure I've seen Jigen be stated to actually have a 0.2 second quick draw speed as well. I think, right? I think he was stated that.
It's always 0.3 second quick draw. However, like when you just compare like the actual speed feats of the two, like Jigen just operates on a much quicker level. While Sniper might have a quicker quote-unquote reaction period, both their bodies and brains just operate at different levels.
Yeah. I remember I did make sure to take a look at the 0.2, I guess quick draw speed. Like, I mean, there's like 2 big videos on it, I think on TF2, like, oh, well, Sniper's broken, right? Like, in-game, right? And it's like, one's like, A's broken, the other's response like, well, he's not actually broken. But the general take is, what this person said, 100% true. You can, the player, scope in 0.2 seconds. That is...
The problem is the fact that the gun is also, like, it's really easy to tell where you're aiming at with that because you literally have to pull the gun out and scope directly to it,
Yeah,
which Jigen can just move slightly to the right and while he's shooting.
yeah. That's yeah, basically that's the problem with it, right? Yeah, like because the other viewer responding to it, it's like, well, yeah, like it's true that sniper you can do this in game of sniper. You can like literally scope in 0.2 seconds, but the problem is that you're a human being and you you also need to take time to like you know fire the gun or move or just move not fire the gun. I mean just like move it around to hit people, right? It like sure this would like work if
Yeah,
someone's like sitting
with sniper,
still.
sure, if you have a fucking stationary target and you're looking directly at him already, and you have
Hmm.
a crosshair on him already, and then you just do it as quickly as possible. Yes, you can outpace it.
Yeah.
Problem is, Jigen's doing this shit against moving targets, not looking, with his eyes closed, who's half asleep.
Yep. Like literally. So like I mean yeah I will say about my the video's logic right. Make sure to like because this is my first time to do something like this. So I'll make sure to be more like I guess caring towards like debate aspect right of how I explain some things right. Um yeah by my logic yes like that means that was it sniper would have the the advantage even though I did black box it though I did say like listen like that's literally if you want to go power scaling wise because I want to try to go in a casual way right like in a power scaling wise literally like Lupin feats like they'll get higher than anything you can go with TF2 like if you want to go them if you want to compare like who gets higher like mock feats TF Lupin series gets it who gets higher light speed feats Lupin gets that area who gets higher fast and light feats Lupin gets that I mean even then for like TF2 like fast and light I consider it like a high ball like it's only based on there's only
Yeah.
one way to get FTO like TF2 that everyone can scale to. I'm gonna clarify that everyone can scale to. Obviously, like there's one character in a specific like what was it
Yeah, sure.
condition?
Bonk obviously could get to that level theoretically easily.
Yeah,
However,
but no one.
anybody else?
Yeah, like everyone's like right. The only way for like FTO like that everyone can scale to right because Bonk no one scales to that right. But the only way you can get to it is if you just say that like Scout is just like running just faster and light because like whole cross comps thing or whatever. Like he has this little hat just he wears right, and the description is he has to slow down for these, I guess satellite waves that are coming that are going to him at the speed of light from space. Right, he has to slow down for those to even reach him or something. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess you could go that route. I'm like, I mean, I'm kind of whatever about it. I'm like, all right,
It is kind of portrayed as a joke.
yeah. But hey, I'll just that's what I'm like. Hey, I put it as a high ball. That's my skip. Like, all right, yeah, like high ball. It's like the only thing, right? It's like one thing. So like, even going off of that, oh my god, there's like I think what I'm pretty sure there's like about like 2, 3 faster light feats in like Lupin that get pretty good. Like about like what
Honestly,
40.
it depends on entirely depends on like what you believe, because the calculations can differ. But
Mhm.
there is a myriad of feats involving them dealing with lasers.
Yeah, like it's just a regular day occurrence for them. And what was that? I mean, hey, what, like TF2, they deal with I guess lasers or things that move at light speed as well. But those when they like do dodge or move tanks with them, that still gets a lot lower than you know the Lupin
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not quite the same as Lupin moving all the way through a long ass corridor of death lasers.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Kind of. Well, I'm pretty curious though. Like, someone brought up like this between this or either Slyke versus Lupin. I think this matchup is awesome. Hey, Lupin series got a lot of awesome matches. Like, you know what? Let's say Lupin versus Sly, right? Because we already discussed that. Like, yeah, it's not close. Lupin literally takes everything. I think they might pull. They might do like a Yusuke versus Ichigo kind of thing where it's like they'll make them tie in one area, but Lupin's got everything else.
Even then, like, it kind of has to be on technicality for a tie, because the only category Sly is competing with Lupin in is sheer experience, and even then, you can argue Lupin could stomp because of Mamo.
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, I think another route like I was thinking about is like maybe they have them tie in speed, Like the two ways they're probably gonna go about it, or both at the same time, right? The first is that Sly can just slow down like time, so it's just gonna slow down Lupin's speed or something. The second is I forgot. I think it was from Sly Cooper One. Oh, Sly when he jumped up, he can move in tandem with that laser. It gets to like I think I got to like relativistic. It was pretty good. I was like, okay, right? And they'll be like, okay, they'll use either one of those or both of them at the same time to like even up the speed between the two. That's probably what I think is gonna happen.
Potentially, yes. Especially if we don't count the pachinko, I can counter time manipulation nonsense.
Yeah, a lot of
But like,
things.
even with I feel like that might just fall into abilities, maybe, which like Lupin can easily counter that with just body duplication technique. Oh, that wasn't me you slow down. That was just a fake duplicate.
It was a fake duplicate all along. Oh
Yeah,
my
honestly,
god.
just the duplicates that Lupin just constantly throws out is a counter to basically everything in Sly's arsenal. Oh, what's that? You have an instant kill sneak attack? Well, good thing you didn't hit me with it.
He was like, wow. I mean,
I sure would hate to be that guy.
there's nothing like Sly can do if Lupin just puts a mask on everybody in the city that they're fighting in. Just everyone's Lupin. Like, what does Sly do there? That's really tough. Like, what does he do? Like, exactly. He's like, well, it could be anybody. Like, it's like he doesn't even need to like actually like do some really sneaky stuff. He could just be walking around. And I won't even know because everyone's Lupin. Like,
And the crazy part is, some of those people might actually just be fake Lupins running around. So that's just more enemies to deal with.
Yeah, it's nuts. Oh lord. Such a ridiculous character. He's so much stuff. Oh my gosh.
Media diff the man.
Yep. The media difference. Like, oh, here you go. I mean, I still think. I mean, which Lupin matchup would you say is the closest? Either Goemon.
It is without a
Huh?
it is without a shadow of a doubt Goemon versus Zoro.
Goemon versus Zoro. Okay.
Because that is straight up, both of them can one-shot each other. The question is, who can do it first?
I'm gonna be rooting for my boy Goemon all day.
Yeah.
Goemon, you can do this.
I did have a talk about that in the Discord, and people were kind of like, they were a bit skeptical if it was actually the best matchup or not for Zoro. Mainly because of the fact I have the Lupin guy in my name, and they're like, is this real or is this just bias? Are you just trying to get a Lupin matchup to get a Lupin matchup? And I'm like, no, if I was doing that, I'd just be arguing for Fujiko or something.
I consider like, I definitely like, what was it? The Cyber Jigen one. That's the first Lupin matchup I probably like I covered, right? And I think the next one, I'm still deciding it because Goemon, what was it? Zoro, that would be pretty cool. But also Zenigata and just like Majima, that's also really good too. It's hard to pick.
In my personal opinion, Zenigata Majima is the best matchup of all of them.
I mean, that is true. Like,
because it does not matter what ends you use, it does not matter what the scenario you use. At every single corner, this is just peak.
Yep, and the fight can get away with being as wild as possible. Given, well, I mean, Yakuza's pretty crazy.
Yeah, both of them just can be as wild as possible. Both of them can be as street level as possible.
Yep, I definitely think that type of fight would definitely be with sprites or something. Sprites, like with hand-drawn elements, 100% have to be.
Yeah, with that fight, the high ends get a bit interesting because with the highest possible ends, Majima ironically stomps until Zenyatta pulls out the devious pachinko machines and gets equipment capable of countering this stat difference.
Yep. And also, he does have that little durable negation technique. You just punch Majima with you got from like the.
Yeah, but that stuff is well, the pressure points would definitely work. Majima has dealt with that type of stuff before and could probably handle it. And one of the techniques Zenigata uses, like only like halves or like a thirds the his opponent's strength, and I'm pretty sure at the high ends Majima is like well above that.
Unfair. It's definitely gonna be an uphill fight for good old Zenigata, but I still root for it. I'm rooting for all these Lupin characters in these fights. Well, I mean, actually, for Sniper Jigen though, I have to root for both. I have to root for both.
You have to root for both, but you kind of know what the expected result is.
Yes, still rooting for them.
Ujiko, meanwhile, it's kind of like I still don't like how all the femme fatale characters just get like rotated between each other.
Yeah, you know.
Like I get like Faye has grown a bit softer because of how you mentioned like the memory connection, but even then it's still kind of just like okay, roll the roulette wheel. What do we get?
Yeah, like what do we get here? Yeah, I mean Fujiko, Faye. That's like my personal theory. Like I mean, I already know like just Fujiko's gonna stop. I already know it's gonna stop. I mean, to be fair, even against Catwoman, like I don't. Like I imagine their, at least with Catwoman, I imagine their speeds would probably like definitely be similar.
Yeah, with Catwoman or Black Cat, you have comic bullshit that might save them, but
there's nothing saving Faye. But I mean, then again, I feel like the analysis, like the analysis series mash of like both Cowboy Bebop and like Lupin or slash like Fujiko, right? That'd be like pretty cool to see in action. Like, oh, this is like I kind of vibe with this, like pretty heavy. Like this is
yeah, I think the closest thing that could possibly save Faye is some form of space standee scaling, because it is the same verse and they do use spaceships over there.
Oh yeah.
So if there was just like a crazy random feat that a normal ass spaceship can do, or an inferior one, then it can be like, oh hey, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey, I'm gonna say it is, like, I'm like, hey, I'll ask a person like, hey, listen, do you want one more DC character on Death File, or do you want another Cowboy Bebop character? Let's say Spike versus Regular happened. Do you want another Cowboy Bebop character? Yo, bro, okay, yeah, sure. All right, let's get it. Let's get this one. All right, this one's gonna vibe. People are gonna always choose Cowboy Bebop. No, they're never gonna choose DC over this shit. Like, nah, I'm like, oh, I want Cowboy Bebop. All right, let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, and it's not like there's many options for Cowboy Bebop outside of Spike.
And yeah. And plus, I think, like, what was it? I think Faye Valentine's a very interesting character. I think one of the most interesting characters next to Spike, though, in the series. Like, yo, KT, what's up, man? Is that Guy Gardner? Yo, Vase, he's Guy Gardner. Is rough with you. Guy Gardner.
Yep. What the fuck is that face he's making, though?
I can't even tell. What is that?
I just zoomed in and it looks like a freaking gremlin face.
It's like, Guy Gardner. Yeah, that is typical. What was I made sure to post the storyboards though in the not just the TF2 subreddit, but the Lupin the Third subreddit. I was like, oh, I kind of testing the interest, okay, and like people are like, all right.
Yeah, I posted this video around. I posted in Versus Wiki. I posted in some Discord channels. Stuff where it like seemed appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, I hope people that saw it enjoyed it though. Like, what was that? I think I could read some stuff here though from one of the subreddits. This is from the Lupin the Third subreddit. Just love the TF2. I love TF2 X Lupin crossovers. The timelines all match up. Plus, I'm pretty sure Lupin would be very interested in Australian when he hears how rare and valuable it is. It only makes sense to pass this cross. It's just one of the gods. Nice.
Yeah. For Cowboy Bebop, maybe a team battle, but what would be a good matchup for the whole crew?
For the whole crew of the Bebop crew?
Yeah, it was a comment on the chat.
That honestly kind of beats me. Like, could be like a good thing for the whole crew. I don't know. I'm unsure.
Especially since the crew doesn't really like interact like that. a lot of them are kind of singular in their like approach.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like maybe the closest you can get to that is like if let's say I know Fujiko Fei happened and the Lupin crew kind of just I don't know maybe hmm
They're
big
just hanging out in Mars for God knows what reason.
yeah I guess Spike is after him right. Spike decides to throw hands with Lupin, gets absolutely embarrassed. Okay, like that pisses Spike off. He's like, what the? I think Lupin would like. Oh my god, Spike would hate Lupin. Not gonna lie,
One
that's for
billion
real.
percent.
Oh lord, like he would get embarrassed. But yeah, we could have that little aspect, and then we'll have like I don't know Fujiko and Faye like at each other or something. I don't know. You could do it like that. It's probably the closest you probably get to Team Bebop crew. Let me look here. The TF2 subreddit for one of the comments was, didn't expect Lupin crossover content. Think we can get a Lupin style car chase sequence using Sniper's van. I mean, technically, I mean that did happen in the what was it, the fight script, right? I mean, Pursuit wrote. But I mean, do you think that would be even like I guess would that feel in place to happen in a sniper Jigen type fight where he's snipers in a van and have that chase or something? Would they even be maybe it's like an intro?
I feel like that might detract from the fight, possibly. I could see Jigen, however, like grabbing the car and just being like, "All right, I gotta get in close. Time to turn on the rocket," and just fucking launches himself all the way towards Sniper, like across the valley.
Yeah. I think maybe a way to like have that like because I don't think Sniper and Jigen are gonna be doing to each other. Maybe like as an intro. What if remember how the Meet the Sniper trailer started off right there at it was the road, right? What if like two cars pass by? We first see the Fiat 500 and then we see the sniper van like literally swerve and chase after it, right? With both Lupin and Jigen in the car. And then eventually Jigen gets dropped off to deal with Sniper, right? After he takes his van out of commission or something like that, right? Maybe? Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, them interacting as a setup could be good for both the cars to be included.
Yeah.
But a full car chase does kind of detract away from the fight itself.
Yeah, I think a full car chase is something I'd expect in like, well, Sly Lupin. Not this. Not this.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see that like Lupin's like what was it the Sly Cooper van right going up against the Fiat 500. That would be really cool to see. Hell yeah.
In chat, the classic Lupin versus Kaito Kid is cool. Yeah, that is a pretty classic matchup.
Oh yeah, that's pretty classic. I remember. Yeah, I like that matchup. I think. I mean, listen. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm glazing. Okay, I think not only does the whole Lupin crew deserve to get on the Fell, but I think Lupin deserves to get on twice. I think that'd be a really cool match for him, like as another like run back, like for another character for him to fight. I think it deserves.
Unfortunately, I think this is the same scenario as Sly, where it's just good God media diff.
Yeah, like I think it becomes like a lot more. It's a lot more fair compared to Sly, where it's like, well, you can't say like the crossover stuff. Like, all right, like their stats are equal at least, I suppose. But because remember I was talking to Fiction 72 about this. We're just like chatted up. He's like, because it's a really good matchup. I think the idea I had was like, I mean, who got the idea like it could be a fake out right for the ending, but like specifically the way I thought was like, imagine the beginning of the fight's actually a flash forward. Okay, this flash forward is Zenigata walking into a crime scene essentially, right? And they say that like, what was it? A fight between like Lupin and like Kaido Kid happened, right? And like one of them is clearly deceased, and then we see like what it implies to be Kaito's body, right? It implies to be Lupin's body. Lupin, like you see him dead on the ground, right? And so then we cut to the fight, right? How this all happened, right? And essentially, there's a moment like, what was it? Looks like Lupin's about to lose. He's turning it back around, and then we come back to what was it? The flash forward, right? And Zenigata he grabs Lupin's face and it reveals that it's Kaido Kid. Kaido Kid was the one that died. Like you
I
get
think a problem with that might be it might make the fight itself a bit too obvious to people. Because
pro.
either A, people will either immediately clock in, like, okay, no shot, they just told us the actual ending at the beginning.
Like that. True,
Or
true.
B, someone somehow actually falls for it and they're just like hate watching, like, okay, I already know where this is gonna go. Why are we doing all this?
I mean, I just maybe there could be obviously there could be a better way of going about that, like more clever way. But I think that idea is
I
funny
think
as
the more
hell.
clever way would I think the more clever way would to be have them in the final confrontation, guns drawn, and then like before you like a shot just rings out, and then it cuts to the Zenyatta scene.
Yeah.
Like we don't see who the actual corpse is until Zenyatta arrives on the scene.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I could do that there. I just think the idea is funny as fuck though. Just like Zenny is like, because he's revealing the victor of the fight, and it's like, oh well, dang, Lupin died. And Zenny grabs him. He's like, no, and he grabs Lupin's face. And he flips off the mask. Reveal it was Kaido. Like Kaido Kid's the one who died. Oh shit, Lupin just fucking.
Lupin dead? Yeah, right.
Lupin threw a disguise onto Kaido's. That's crazy. Oh, I like that that type of idea. It sounds hilarious to me. So it's says
Detective Conan has more episodes than One Piece. Yeah, but I mean, Kaito Kid doesn't have that many episodes.
True. Low-key, like Kaido Kid's just like, I mean, low-key being carried by scaling. Like,
His best accomplishment is being 2 meters next to Detective Conan.
pretty much, like that's the general gist of it.
Lupin versus Carmen Sandiego is also cool. I have to look at the Lupin matchup spread.
It depends on which Carmen San. If it's like Netflix one, like it's no matter what. I gotta send you that vlog, Blizzard, because oh my god, Carmen Sandiego, like, and let's say also Mr. Wolf and like Bad Guys, right? They are.
I saw that vlog. Yeah.
Oh my god, like if we're talking like full Carmen Sandiego, not Netflix version, just like the actual Carmen Sandiego, she's obliterating Lupin. Like Lupin, like imagine Lupin, like let's say for some reason he tries to like throw a flashbang, right? Just like he does at Jigen at her. You know what she does? She fucking literally grabs, she grabs the light and she puts it in her pocket. And Lupin's like, did you just steal the light? Yeah. How did you do that? Like, what?
Yeah, the only way you can argue Lupin beating her is if you say like, oh, well, he's been able to outsmart and one-up Mamo, but it's kind of like, Mamo doesn't do the galactic shit against Lupin. Like, it gets so weird once you mention stuff like, oh yeah, steals a galaxy. Like, what?
Like, what do you do there? It's like, I don't know. Like, I imagine Lupin's on the phone. He's like, TMS, please, give me more potato machine feats. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. No, please, you're gonna kill me. I can't help you. Bro.
Yeah, like Mamo would be able to fight and probably beat her, but like that's literally the pinnacle of the verse, god tier. Nobody else is doing this shit.
Yep, it's just I don't. I my jaw dropped to the floor when I saw. I think you know what that matchup specifically with Carmen did just Carmen the Wolf, right? Like, jeez, that's something that needs to happen. Is like, jeez, I don't even know. It's got me stuttering here, bro. Like I'm trying to figure out what the words to use that would like properly explain both, but I can't. I genuinely can't.
In the words of Guilty Gear itself, that is bullshit.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. Was it? KT says Fujiko Mine versus Catwoman. Thoughts? I mean, it's okay. Yeah, like for me at least.
Would Sniper beat Jigen if it takes place in Hightower or 2-Fort? No, because the fight would never end.
True. It's also subtotal power. Nice thing here. Yeah, I think Fujikami versus Catwoman. It's okay. It's all right. Like, I don't know. I don't really have too much thoughts on it. Like,
Yeah,
And
for me, it's also. I mentioned it before. Like, it's just a roulette wheel of femme fatales. Like, it exists. Like, what's the real connection here
yeah,
outside of just hot woman thief?
pretty much. I mean, I guess you could make a connection. Oh, they had to deal with like owl societies, right? I guess, right? Like Gotham, and then like the women called
Yeah, but
Fujiko
it's also
Mine.
like not really.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like not really. It's like I mean, other than like just the vibes, right? I mean, it gets similar basic aspect to like how one right for Fujiko Mine versus Faye. I like how on the surface they're similar, but like when you look into them, they couldn't be more different. And the woman called Fujiko Mine proves that. Like it's basically everything that built up to like it's basically Fujiko having a similar backstory to like Faye, but no, she didn't. No, Fujiko. Like you don't need a backstory for Fujiko because Fujiko's always been this way. Okay, what Fujiko represents is like freedom and
Furthermore,
femininity. Yeah, freedom and femininity. That's at least for me though, freedom and femininity. But
definitely.
she's the embodiment of that, right? That's the whole point. Like where she says like see like this is like my world, like my life, and you can never have it. Okay, that's Fujiko. Literally is the treasure. Okay, that um I don't know, and that would be opposed to let's say how you know, let's say Faye was brought up right because she cares like so much about her past and stuff like that. Well, Fujiko doesn't really at all until like it was like she was forced to face this fake past in the first place, right? She was forced to, and whatever and stuff. She didn't really care about it that much. Like I don't. That's why she sealed that shit away. Um, so I don't know. I like they're similar on the surface, but they're very different. They'd be directly opposed to each other and their point of views.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I want to get into Lupin more. I've only really seen Castle of Cagliostro, so where would be a good to watch? So, generally speaking, it depends on what you want to get into. Lupin Zero chronologically is the first in the entire line, and it's really good. Contact Zero is a bit further up and acts as an origin story for like the entire gang. Obviously, because this is Lupin the Third, continuity doesn't matter too much, but that is a good way to get introduced to the main cast. Or alternatively, if you just want to get into the action, Lupin Part 4 is right there, ready to go.
Oh,
Any comments on that, Chopper?
I mean, like you can't really go wrong. Like I think it's a good recommendation. I mean, in my opinion, you can't really go wrong with whatever you like want to send somebody to, and like Lupin the Third. For example, like I at the point I didn't
Oh, I
start.
think you can go wrong. If I recommend you Return of Pykel, that was definitely a wrong pick.
I mean, okay, Return of Pykel. I haven't seen that one actually. I haven't seen that one yet. But you know what? I'll take it. Don't take it for that's probably that. But for me, right, with Lupin the Third, I started with like Lupin the Third, the first, the movie, right, when they're like 3D.
That one's also a good place to start, but that's also kind of just going right into the action.
Pretty much, right. I mean, also, if y'all like were curious, if you look at my Joker vs Joker trailer, which is literally just sorry, it's Lupin versus Sly, just it's April Fool's joke, but um, I literally just use the clips from the movie. Like, it's just literally 3D. I mean, that's
I've mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure Lupin stomps Sly, even if you only use the first movie.
damn. That's probably just the case because he doesn't have laser dragon feet, but still, it's crazy.
He has laser feet. He has the black hole feet. What else does he need?
You know, I think as for series though, like after I watched the movie, um, like the first like I guess episodic Lupin series I started with was like part five. I should have started with part four, but I guess part five was like on YouTube, so I just might as well watch it right. But
It was only the first 3 episodes, if I recall.
was it? Probably I don't
Yeah,
know.
all of part 4 was on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Like only 3 episodes were for part 5.
okay, I remember now. Yeah, I watched part like five, I think, on 9 Anime, or if there's like this big Google Drive thing they have for Lupin. But I definitely did enjoy that. I think yeah, some moments I think did make. Obviously, I couldn't get like the references they were making to past episodes. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Who's this other Who's this other girl right here? Like, oh, she's like the colorful hair. Oh, she's the one from part 4. Okay, I don't know the context here, but even then, it didn't really ruin my experience. I still mostly understood what was going on. It didn't like
Yeah,
do that
plus
weird
it does
crap.
help that like that during that part of the series, like the entire point is Lupin is using his media diff to just pull out random bullshit that nobody could predict. So you as an audience member not knowing what's happening next is also kind of in on the joke.
Yep.
Like what do you mean Lupin can just call someone in for a golden submarine? Why does he have this?
Yep. He has so much stuff. It's ridiculous. I also think I mean an interesting aspect for Lupin's character is like, come on, he legitimately has a hammer space, like legitimately. He literally pulls
Yeah,
anything out of his like jacket or whatever. It's just
you, when we got to that scene of Lupin Zero, I specifically made sure that we stopped and just made a count of all the shit he had in his pockets.
yep. I think he even had like a fridge in there or something. I don't even know how he did that, but he
He
had
did have an entire fridge in there.
like he had a fridge in his coat. I don't know,
You could
but
also argue he got the boat and the gas pumps in his pockets as well. Because that just came out of nowhere.
he's
How
literally
did he get those? I don't know.
he's literally a cartoon character. Like at that point, he's pulling a Bugs Bunny. I'm like, okay, well, the only way, like, I mean, keep in mind what I'm putting out here is a theory, right? But like, I guess you could like, scientifically explain how Lupin did get like has a hammer space because like earlier, I think he was in that episode or in that episode, right? Or I think it's the
It was the same episode.
it was the same episode. Okay, he was talking about like how like him and Jigen are gonna build this hideout, right? And it's gonna have this I think device or thing where basically it's essentially it's a hammer space. He was describing a hammer space in his device where you can fit like an infinite amount of
It,
things in
it
it or
was
something.
not a
I think
device, it was more so the actual layout itself was made in such a way that it exploited a paradox which allowed the usage of infinite space.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like theoretic. Like this is just a theory. Obviously, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's my theory
He
on it.
did make the base. He did make the base. So
He did make it. So I'm like maybe that's what he made his code out of or something to put that stuff in there. Like that's the only scientific way you can explain without just saying it's just Toon Force in the way where he just has hammer space just cause, right? Um, maybe that could be fascinating to see in like a Slide Lupin episode for Lupin House. Like oh, like he has hammer space. Like well, I mean, I guess it's theoretically like it might be something more scientific about it. Like he was talking about this and that. Maybe he built that into his code, right? Maybe you never know.
like freaking Wiz goes into like all these details about like, oh, it could be this paradox, and Boomstick afterwards is like, no, no, I think this is just stupid.
Yep, that's pretty. Yeah, I think I should definitely do that. It's just dumb. Nah, but yeah, just it's crazy. Says Kitty says you don't mind if I ask for a list on Discord? Oh, of like just the stuff to watch. I mean, I don't really want to make a list. Like, I mean, listen, if you want to make a list, like, all right, I mean,
I
I'll
mean,
give my
I could literally just
recommendations.
type it in right now. I mean, it's like one of like 4 options.
Yeah, like I'd say definitely like type out that list. And wait, do you have like KT or keep talking on Discord? Or I'd probably like send him the list or forward it to him.
I'm literally just typing it in the chat.
Okay,
Copy and paste is a thing.
gotcha.
There.
Here we go. That's pretty good, pretty good. I
I even
honestly,
ordered it in chronological order.
all right, definitely gonna enjoy that. I think I really hope we get more Lupin Zero type of content though. Like it's
Oh,
probably
I
not
would
likely,
love
but
that.
I really
Honestly,
enjoyed it.
I'll just take a TV special or something that's just like them doing that casino heist.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you could also just like type it out or something. Like you could just like type in the chat like what I wrote, and then just copy and paste what you wrote in the chat.
oh yeah. Like, I mean, it's very fun. You could, listen, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not sure if you're on iPhone, but like, if you have notes, you could just like put the stream down, like, okay, Lupin Zero, and put all that stuff in your notes, like, type it in there.
That too, I suppose. I'm lazy.
Oh my god, we can't help you there. I'm sorry. That's just that is user error right there. That's user error. We can't help with that.
Did my video for the Italian opening never send?
Um, I don't think it did.
Alright, hold up. There we go.
Look here. Italian opening. Is this the one?
The One Piece rap of Italy.
The One Piece. Yeah, I've definitely not seen this my first time. Huh.
I mean, it does make sense. I don't think many people outside of Italy saw specifically the Italian version.
Dang, there's really three. Italy gets this version. Dang. Okay. Wait. The thing he said when he said I'm lazy, I just see Cosmic Commerce Super.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know, I got a question. It just reminded me. I got a question for you. This is outside of Lupin. Okay, it's not just for Blizzard, but it's for everybody. So, in a three-way battle, okay, all right, who do you think is gonna win? All right. So, all right, we have left corner. We've got Cosmic Armor Superman. Okay.
Oh god, it's already going downhill.
All right. In the corner, well, it's not even a corner. Up on the ceiling, for some reason, is Gold Experience Requiem from JoJo's.
Well, I already know who I'm rooting against.
All right. But in the right corner, to finish off this trio battle, is we have Alien X. Okay. All right. Who's going?
All right, then. I have my full faith in you. Oh, my buddy on Sot Robot. No shot, Superman lose a fight.
So you got all your buddy on the Cosmic Armor Superman?
Yes.
But what's he gonna do? I got a question. What's he gonna do?
Step 1, exist. Step 2, everyone else is already dead.
Okay. So, you said step 1, right?
I'm going to stop you right there and add in adapts instantly to any possible threat.
Wait, is that step 1 or step 2?
That's step 0.
This step 0. I'm trying to. I was trying to lead into that. I was like, hey, so that's step 1.
Yeah,
you know
I knew
who
where you were
reverts
going
steps?
there, buddy. I knew where it was.
He just reverts that step to 0, bro. like, well, okay. But, okay. So, you know who else existed when nothing existed? Alien X. And I guess GR. So they counter, like, non-existence. Yes. Alright, so...
Great, it's a good thing that, Sot Robot punched non-existence and won.
Yeah. Fully adaptive Maharaga versus GR. You know...
I would say Maharaga because it specifically says fully adapted, so he's already immune to the phenomenon of revert to 0. So there's literally nothing he can do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'll go fully adapted Maharaga. I always thought that was kind of fascinating subject, though. I was like, let's say not fully adapted, just like, could Maharaga just like, would he be able to do that in the fight? Like, just like
Probably. Okay, so it's weird because Okay, so if I remember correctly, in JJK specifically, it was shown that Maharaga's adaptation can be reversed. So I think it would be impossible for Raharaga to adapt to GR normally. However, if GR is just deciding to not use Versus Zero like that and just punching him, he would eventually adapt to the phenomenons.
Okay. I was wondering
Problem
about
is you know, in character wise, Baharaga is never getting to that fully adapted level.
it. Yeah. I feel like it comes to stalemate at that point. It's like, well, they can't really do anything to each other. So it's like, well, shit. It's like, Maraga's too tough. GR's like, well, let's keep reverting you. That's cool. It just gets nowhere. I feel bad for Jorno in this situation. He's literally stuck here. He's literally stuck in
Yeah.
a loop. Like, oh lord. What was it? Kitty says, forgot about your budget.
What if Heaven Door gets Requiem? Why does it need Requiem?
It's already
It's
powerful
already the
enough.
strongest.
Literally. It's already powerful enough. It's broken. Especially the novels. Oh my god. Like, you know, when we talked about GR, you know what, like, Rohan did to GR? He's like, Heaven's Door! And GR's like, what? Yo, chill, Rohan, chill!
Wait, did he actually beat
Yes!
GR in now? I knew my goat could do it.
That happened in the George Joestar novels. He did that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
'cause there was always one. I always figured he would because, like, for starters, it's been shown that Heaven's Door can just turn off a stand, like just prevent you from summoning that shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, if Giorno has GR turned off, he can't revert to zero it.
Yep. Can't revert to zero that.
Which character adaptation do you think is the best, removing any scaling involved? Maharaga, Doomsday, or Darwin? Darwin? Of the three here, he's the only one who has instant adaptation. Maharaga is over time, Doomsday needs to die first. Darwin is just, okay, Hulk is about to punch me, time to teleport.
Yeah. I also feel like for Doomsday, he's like the most scaling involved out of the three, in my opinion. I feel like
Yeah, Doomsday's adaptation is scaling the adaptation.
literally.
Maharaga's also does adapt to scaling, like in the new Does anyone care about JJK spoilers?
I mean, I don't. I'm not caught up.
All right, fair enough.
Spoilers,
Y'all
let's
have been
go.
warned. Current Maharaga was fighting against the newest villain in the sequel manga, and who has the ability to use light attacks, like just straight up the speed of light. And Maharaga's wheel was adapting not only to the phenomenon of light, but its speed and power as well, allowing Maharaga to reach faster than light speeds at full adaptation.
Damn. So it says house.
Like some of the images from that fight is just like, what the shit?
Like, what is going on? Someone asked, how's scaling at any character work? I mean, like, well, I mean, it's like, I punch, let's say character A punches character B, character B's fought, like, character, I don't know, G, and G, like, blew up the universe with, like, punches, and, like, yeah, that's the scaling right there, you know, so...
Character A punched character B, therefore character B could scale to character A, assuming they didn't get completely folded in that one punch.
Yep, that too, like, so, scaling. You know, so, Blizzard, in your opinion, right, how do you think the whole Lupin crew, I guess, would interact with, let's say, the Mercs, per se, in your opinion? Like, the TF2 Mercs.
Okay, the grand bulk of them just hate Lupin off rip. Like, I don't really see any of their personalities meshing well with one another. Because the closest to each other would be Scout, and even then, they're going to be competing for girls.
Yeah.
Jigen would kind of be chill with the bunch of them. He kind of fits in perfectly. He would just be drinking buddies with, like, Heavy and, like, Sniper.
Yeah, like, I mean, I imagine, like, if we're, like, write a actual, like, movie crossover between the two, like, what if, essentially, it's kind of like the point of, like, you know, I guess, let's say the comics, right, where, essentially, instead of it being Team Fortress Classic in this timeline, it's just a Lupin crew. They are hunting for that last piece of Australium, essentially. And it basically comes to a head where they finally found it, and they kind of just like at that little island they fight over it, essentially, right? Like the Team Fortress.
Yeah,
crew and
Fujiko's the main villain of the crossover, and it ends up with the Australian being lost or destroyed or whatever.
yeah, it's probably what happens, you know.
Because Lupin would eventually clock in like, this stuff kind of seems a bit weird. The moment he finds out his immortality base, he's just gonna lose interest, because, like, he doesn't care about immortality.
No. You're like,
Yeah, that's just an established fact.
Like,
Jigen would be like, oh, but the money! Doraemon would be like, this thing seems cursed. Let's just blow it up.
yeah.
Fujiko, meanwhile, is just, okay, excellent argument. However, I have it right now, and I'm running away.
And then Lupin's like, but do you? And she's like, oh, come on. She just looks, that's not the real thing. It's just a rock that, like, Lupin painted gold. I'm like, okay.
It's just a rock that Lupin threw at Girardi earlier.
Yeah, pretty much.
Putting GR next to Cosmic Arbor Superman or Alien X is diabolical.
Oh, listen, you know what? Like, you're saying that, right? But if a GR fan, or, like, it was in here, right? Like, they'd be like, no, what are you talking about? GR actually reverts them to zero. Like, that's why I put them all against each other. Like, they're the characters that everyone's like, yo, bro.
Power scaling the characters.
Literally. Yeah, he's like reverts to zero, or Cosmic Arbor Superman, he just like, he narratives them. Or Alien X, he kind of just blinks, you know? Like, listen, I'm just...
He doesn't even need to blink, he just needs to think.
Yeah, think, like, just, oh lord. It says, in your opinion, if Sniper in Jigen is full equipment and weapons in the fight, who would win? Like, giving Sniper literally everything? Oh lord, like, oh man. I mean, you know what, like, okay, so, hold on, I think someone put up full list of my comment section, but, like, you could pull out, like, all the loop, if you just gave Jigen everything, like, he could have.
The thing with Jigen is, like, he doesn't really have much, like, equipment. A lot of it is either vehicles, guns, or explosives.
Yeah, let's cut the Pachinko machine stuff, but person said all canonical TF2 mercenary abilities. This is true. So all of them. So let's see your spells. Yeah, Mavericks machine upgrades. Yeah, Jack. Hold on, let me look this up. TF2. So you pull out some obscure ones even I didn't know. Jack. What is this? Jack. It's like a. What is this? It's like a. Let's see here. I mean, I don't know. What is he on? I don't even know. Okay, that one I'll put unknown question mark. I don't know what. He's talking about like the robot from like I don't know Tekken. Anyways, canteens, yeah, we know that. Magical spells, yeah. Cosmetic ducks. I don't think it's gonna help, but Bombonomicon is basically the spell stuff. Transforming into a giant robot, grappling hook, power-ups. Yeah, I know
Wait,
that.
the Bombonomicon would be an active disadvantage. That thing steals your eye.
That too, yeah. It's still Sniper. What if it's still Sniper's good eye too for sniping? It's not a bad situation. Mercenaries turn to zombies after death. Okay. Mercenaries turn to ghosts after death, so I guess if Jigen did kill Sniper, he'd just be a ghost and attack him. I guess that's what they're going.
Well, I mean, he could just, like, fucking burn him or something.
Yeah. Portals
Wait.
to hell.
No, wait, as a ghost, like... yeah, Lupin characters have interacted with ghosts, so...
Yeah, that's... I don't know.
Not even a win con in that regard.
Nope. Portals to hell. Oh my...
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna pull out the disguise card on that one.
Disguise card. Like, you know what?
Portal to hell, except it was a straw man.
Yeah, it was actually just a straw man. Just didn't throw Jigen there. Let's see here. Wall climbing, like Spider-Man. Great. I mean, he has a grappling hook.
Okay, I have a counter for that. I call it the rope gun. He shoots it, and it just creates his own grappling hook.
Yeah, it's just like, okay. Last man standing bonus? What? hold on, what is this? I'm looking this up.
I think that might be part of like the friggin' like the battle royale game mode, like where it's team deathmatch. I think that's what it is.
So bonus. I mean, at least
I don't think that would really be applicable though, because that is like gameplay, the mechanic.
Yeah. Fighting other dead for their souls. Okay. All right. And the last thing is perks. This person's probably got a couple more. Like this person in my comment section, she listed out all that stuff. I mean, if we're gonna give Sniper everything, like I'm sitting here. I'm just trying to imagine what would Jigen's reaction be to all this stuff being thrown at him, though. Like legitimately, like he's just Sniper's pulling out all these things one by one.
Jesus Christ! It's like fighting Lupin.
Yeah, probably like that or something. I don't know.
And it's like it's all of that, and then with Jigen, it's like stat diff.
Yep, stat diff. Like
stat diff, and he has vodka now.
You know what? I got a question for all y'all. Okay, including Blizzard. Like, which do you think would be more impressed? Which do you think is more impressive? Jigen's like just sheer skill with his guns, or the amount of like abilities Sniper has at his disposal in this fight, or at least how about?
Well, as a Lupin fan, it seems like child's play, considering the entirety of Sniper's arsenal is like 1% of Lupin.
Yeah, because like Sniper's definitely got some out there stuff that Jigen would be like, oh shit, but at the same time, Jigen, he wouldn't really be surprised, right? He hangs out with Lupin.
He hangs out with Lupin for God's sakes. He's kind of used to random bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of cold though. You know, like in a sense of like in the fight where Jigen's skill is just that good. That is his way of dealing with the Sniper's abilities. He's just that good. Okay. There's no way if fans or buts right around. He's just that good with a gun. Okay. Like you can throw magic at him. You can do this, that. He's going to shoot his bullet, and it's going to do the craziest like ricochet of all time to counter that shit.
Gabe Newell, give me zombie scaling. This is a magnum I'm fighting against.
Please. But yeah, like full equipment and weapon, like who would win? I mean, yeah, it's just at that point, it literally just becomes like a stat fight, which is something I tried to avoid, like I wanted to avoid. And I think this fight should avoid, right? Because if you do give Sniper like literally everything, right? Yeah, you have no choice but to go the stat battle, right? Which is like why I don't really want to give Sniper like Mavericks machine upgrades, because not only I don't even think it adds to the fight really, because it just ups his. It's mainly used to up his strength and durability for the fight. That's what people argue for to use in the fight, right? But
TF2 salmon max scaling.
True. You could maybe. I don't know. This is crazy.
I do argue that Poker Night games are somewhat canon, at least for heavy statements.
He did have what was it? Max's hat. I mean, yeah. You know, I think Poker Night should be taken into account. I mean, I don't think should cross skilling be given. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
However, like any statement, because I remember reading somewhere that like the Poker Knights crew like specifically like worked pretty heavily hand in hand with each individual IP to make sure the characters were as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
Like anything Heavy says should be considered like canon unless like directly contradicted.
Yeah. Like so I feel like there should be. I don't think it's been used it yet for any TF2 blogs. That should be the standard now. Just use Poker Night, like only for like the statements the character gives. I'd say only like and also for like a feat that character would like perform. That's it's non-scaling to any other, of course, character. In
yeah,
Night,
none of the Poker Night characters like physically like box or anything. They're just playing poker for the most part.
There was actually I mean there could be something because like in like I think it was in that Poker Night game there was apparently a laser in the background. Well, I gotta find this actually. So for Ash Williams, there is a speed calc for him, I think, where he's in Poker Night and literally there's like a laser in the background and he's able to like just move in tandem with it, like when he's playing poker or something, like the laser shoots. I think I gotta find that. Like,
oh yeah, Yeah, Poker Night 2 has some stuff, but Heavy's not a part of that. The
Yeah.
most he does in Poker Night 1 is flip the table, which, I mean, you could just do that already.
But we still need a calculus. Let's calculate this. How much hold on. Let me go on Google real quick. Google how much joules does it take?
Now, to be fair, you can just smash the table, so I'm sure there's like one option that you can get where it's like that table is just like made out of pure metal or some shit. So you could artificially inflate the calc.
I'm gonna have to like try to find something in there. Trollface said in JoJo All Star Valor, JoJo Kujo Part 4, still have the ability in JoJo Part 3. Like, Starfinger, be there. Yeah, it's Ken. He still has all of his stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why Jotaro would suddenly lose the power to do the shit he can do.
Yeah. Some people thought that, like, he actually, like, Star Platinum, like, got physically weaker. Somebody's like, yo, do you have, like, some... I don't know.
It did get weaker, however, that's mainly because he wasn't training or using his time stop at all. Like, it doesn't stop him from using Starfinger or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a strange case with, like, Star Platinum, but...
Yeah, by part 6, he just is at his peak again, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. It's like, part 6 is awesome! It's awesome! Let's see here. So, okay, when it comes to Sniper Jigen, right, I'm gonna ask you this question. So, what do you think of the idea? Let's say it's like, just death file scenario wise, right? Let's say this episode, in the animation. Let's say that Sniper, in the middle of the fight, he's just like getting better as a marksman when he's fighting against Jigen. So much so that like, remember how like Yusuke had the idea to use 2 spirit guns at once because Ichigo gave it to him, right? What if like a similar thing could happen where like Jigen just makes Sniper realize he could just rick it / like trick shot his bullets and projectiles as well. Like maybe like have that moment like, oh, that just happens once. Jigen's like, oh shit, okay, like all right, maybe.
I think that could be possible. However, it's also like bullet types and all that. Like Sniper does, like if Sniper pulls out his SMG, bullets don't just like start ricocheting all over the place.
Yeah, I meant specifically for his like the sniper rifle. I mean, I guess like to rick it.
Yeah, it might be possible for him to accomplish that, but like it is kind of a rule cool type of thing. Like that's probably not how it works, but I'll allow it.
Hold on, actually, I don't think we could pull like down TF2 because. I mean, you gotta got the rocket jump. Sorry, I think we could get away with that.
Yeah,
we could get away with it.
Saying, like, yeah, I don't think I don't think ricocheting this type of stuff is possible with TF2 gun physics. However, it's fucking cool. Therefore, we allow it.
Yes, we have to. You know what? Because like, hey, like something that people want for, let's say, Soldier for Sarge is, listen, it's not possible to receive the implication, but it would be kind of funny to see Sarge, what was it, when Soldier does a rocket jump, how does Sarge go after him? He shotgun jumps, obviously. Like, he shotgun jumps, like, oh, I guess that's how it works, and now, really cool. Yeah, you want to see, like, Sarge shotgun
it's like
jumping.
Ash in Overwatch.
Literally. I don't know. That's just a visual. That's a visual I want to see now. Just Sarge shotgun jumping in reaction to Soldier rocket jumping. Yes, I need to see this.
Sniper vs. Jigen gets an episode in Death Battle. Who worth to animate it?
Who do I want to? I mean, I guess like if they're
whoever will want to.
Yeah, I mean, if you. I mean, if I were to pick somebody, like, I mean, I don't know, anything you might be good for, like, even Luis or something, but, like, I mean, I think it, maybe I would probably,
Honestly,
yeah?
I trust all the crew members, I don't care which one does it.
Yeah, I trust them all, too. I'm like, I could only imagine maybe, like, I guess, a Pictorian, and if I was forced to pick one, I'll pick Pictorian real quick, only because, like, I can only imagine the crazy ideas he would get up to with how he would, like, have Jigen operate.
Torian would include, like, the freaking TF2 effects, like, freaking, like, if Jigen fakes getting headshot, he would actually show up, like, the critical hit headshot noise and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like, why I think I have a feeling that if, let's say, Torin were to animate this, I think on Jigen's side specifically, he'd do some crazy stuff, like with Jigen's gunplay and his like ricochets or whatever. Like, I think he'd do something actually wild with it, like super wild.
Meanwhile, if I were to imagine like Moro animating it, I would imagine you know an Amazing Digital Circus where Pomni had the gun and it was just like ricocheting literally all over the place?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that would be more so like a Moro type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, Torian would be like very precise with it, like, okay, it goes there, and then it hits. Whereas Moro was just like, okay, let's run the roulette, let's see where it lands.
Yep. You know, I had to speak about like ricocheting things, like where it just goes everywhere, right? Like see where it lands. Where, like, in the in the fight script being pursued, and also like in the storyboard, right? Where the laser gets reflected back on the sniper's like gun. I mean, there could be a comedy aspect to that scene where like instead of it going onto the sniper's gun, let's say this happens in a closed space where there's a lot of reflective surfaces, and so when Jigen reflects it, they both like it goes around all the way around this enclosed space in the room, and they both of them, once Jigen gets up, they both just start like they just start dodging slaves. Like, oh shit, why did I do that?
Yeah.
This is horrible.
No. Just to make Jigen not look like an idiot, instead of grabbing his own mirror, he just moves out of the way so that the mirror will start reflecting, and then it's just like, oh wait, he actually dodged it? Shit, time to dodge.
Yeah, time to dodge. Like, oh no.
Somehow becomes a freaking dance battle.
Basically. Be a lot of fun to be had there, you know.
If Jigen likes Spy but can use every weapon? Pardon? I'm just reading the comment here. I don't know what it's saying.
Same here. I'm not sure what Trollface is.
I'm going to assume it's gonna mean like, is Jigen like Spy but he can use every weapon? In which case, no, not really. Like, he has a bunch of stealth aspects to him, but he's not really known for, like, backstabbing or surprise attacks. He prefers to fight his opponents head-on in a single quick draw.
Yeah. Also, I think something I did, probably didn't get to explain too much. What was it in the video where Sniper Jigen? Because I did have, like, arsenal-wise, right? Sniper Jigen Tai, but of course, Sniper from his arsenal, like, he does have the better abilities, but experience though, it's probably, I admit, it's a little bit cold for me, a little bit. It's a little bit cold where it said like, well, I mean, why have them like tied? Like, even though like you probably could just say Jigen's more experienced, right? It's like, well, mainly.
Yeah, if you just like bar for bar years, Jigen kind of just has this longer because for some reason, Lupin the Third decides to keep moving the time period up.
Basically, right? And so, like, the reason why I give him like a tie-in experience, like mainly if just looking at the connections between the two, right? They have like went through like a majority of the things that they've went through in their runs, right? It's just they went through the same things essentially. Like, I was like, oh damn, like it's just like, oh, they went through a lot of shit. I mean, something I forgot that I just realized that I could have added was like, bro, like both Sniper and Jigen even had owl heads one time, right? Like, remember, what was it? The woman called Fujika Mine, the last episode, right? Where like it was like a whole hallucination thing, of course, but like Jigen had an owl head, right? Well, Sniper, yeah, Sniper had an owl head too, like an actual magical owl head for like a short period of time, like Sir Hoots-a-Lot or whatever, right? That's a really strange connection like, between the two. Yeah, they both literally had owl heads for some reason. That's something I realized. Like, I think a little bit after the video was like, oh, okay, that's a really weird connection. Yeah, they both had owl heads. Yeah. Listen, like the connection between Sniper and Jigen, all that stuff that they went through. That's why I personally would tie it all that stuff they went through, majority of it, they went through the same things, essentially.
Yeah.
Like head first.
What's your opinion on the mercenaries from TF2 versus the Z team from Dispatch? Bro, what the fuck are the mercs supposed to do against that?
Yeah, I don't really like that matchup. That's it's like that's gets an for me. It's not my type of gem. It's not for you. It's not for me though personally.
Yeah, it's like there are individual ZT members who kind of can just solo. Like, Punch Up is basically invulnerable to anything they got. Freaking Prism, like, just blinds everybody.
Yeah, I don't.
And then, of course, we got Phenomenon, who is Phenomenon.
Yeah, yeah, it's not my type of jam with that match. I also kind of like time period wise, like it's a big question mark. Cause like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it meshes well with TF2. And like, I think one big aspect of it.
Well, well, while Dispatch is in a retro type of setting, it's not as like old school as TF2.
Yeah. And like, I think one of the biggest things, like, they have like, I think the comparison between Robert and the administrator, like the figures league, I don't really like that. I think a comparison more apt to having the fight, like, like the administrator, like, look, she's like, Robert, she's leading the team. No, she's not. No, she's not. She doesn't like lead the team like how
She yells at the team.
Yeah, I think a better, I guess, comparison of leading the team is wasn't Robert and Miss Pauling. That's way better. Way better.
Yeah, she's actually a part of the team.
Yeah, a part of the team. Also was the one that would like tell them like what specifically to do on the battlefield through the TV air comms, right? Like she's more the one leading the team more often than not than like, let's say, the administrator is just shouting orders at them, right? And she's willing to be on the field just like Robert is willing to be on the field to help out his crew, right?
Problem is, one of these is a lady, and the other one is going to pull out a giant fuck off mech.
Yeah, literally. But there is one. It's not even a Z team matchup. It's like a Robert match. But technically, I mean, if you're just gonna use Robert in a matchup, you really just bring the Z team on. You're just saying Robert instead of Z team. But I mean, there's one that like Pursuit did come up with that I do vibe with actually. I like it. I mean, it's. Here, I'll even send this to you on like I'll forward this to you on Discord, okay? So take a look at this one. Like, here you go. More Man the Machine. Robert Robertson versus Robert House. Dispatch versus Fallout. Okay, like I kind of like that one. Like, you know what, the aesthetic of it. You know, it's like, hey, I think he had some. He does have some connection. I don't think he wrote it down though. Well, wait, I think he did. But basically, if you want to get a basic gist of that one, they're very similar yet very different. Both were destined for an inheritance that they lost and had to build up everything they lost from scraps that they were left with. House is pretty much a shroud was Robert in the fact that Robert and House center their grand designs and robotic endeavors on the upgrades and power granted by lost inventions. The comparison really is just House being Robert if Robert was real Shroud. That's Pursuit's explanation of it, essentially, you know, and all that type of like stuff, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think of that? Just at least the basic gist.
I mean, it definitely seems cool and interesting. Though I do kind of prefer Z Team versus Vought from, the boys.
The boys. That's it. That could be fun too. The Z Team versus Vought. And I think
doubly so because apparently the Z Team unironically kicked their shit in. So, like, hey, seeing Homelander get his shit rocked is always a win.
Oh, absolutely. But I do say, I think, in my opinion, I do think Robert vs. House does have some potential though. Where it's like, I mean, because like how like you see like you can basically see both perspectives, right? Of Robert. Like, let's say let's say like the casino, right, or whatever that House owns, whatever.
I think another problem for this would kind of just be scenario clash, because you got one side who is just in semi-modern day America, and then the other side, which is literal wasteland.
Yeah, it's the TF2 problem essentially. Yeah, Little Wasteland.
Well, I mean, TF2 can just be solved by just not addressing, like, the time difference stuff. But with this one, it's kind of like, how do you do a setup like this without it just fundamentally making no goddamn sense?
Yeah, I think it's at that point it's just like I don't know, like, but I will say,
I guess maybe you could have it set up like, oh, this is Robert House, like right before the bombs were dropping or anything. Like he's already got his like system set up and whatnot, and then like Z Team like get info like, oh hey, this guy's doing some shady shit, take him down.
he's gonna nuke everything or something. I don't know, like basically, just there could be some stuff, but I mean,
We found evidence that Robert House was connected with that nuclear bombardment scheme y'all took down last week. Take him out.
yeah, could be that. I mean, if you think about it like this, right? Say if for some reason it's the fault like lands, right? They had to storm the casino. Like from Robert's perspective, or sorry, House's perspective. From House's perspective, he's like similar to how like Robert the game leads his team to a different. Like you see the little map, right? And they all do these different things. From House's perspective, it's remember how the old Fallout games played, right? Like the top down perspective. That's basically what House sees essentially. It's kind of like a mix between that and what Robert sees, right? As they're both leading their sides, right? And maybe like whenever like let's say House decides to talk to let's say Robert or whenever he hacks his systems, he's like starts having a conversation with them. Robert's whole like map it basically goes Fallout green essentially as House is like talking to him and he's like bro like I mean you know what we're pretty similar and Robert's like I don't really care like or something right I don't know I can imagine the aesthetics.
Yeah, I don't think robots like you enjoy donuts like that. Sorry.
Yeah. Definitely. So
What's your opinion on all Umieko matchups? If all matchups is overkill, I've never gotten into that franchise. I'm gonna be dead ass.
Same. I don't even care about Umineka early. Just like it's Umineka.
Yeah, it's like I see the people pop up now and then. Sometimes I see fans mention like, "There's the characters are not portrayed like this. They aren't like this. Why are y'all doing versus Brainwash?" And other times I'm like, I see people be like, "No, no, no. They are definitely like this. Trust me, bro. Trust me."
You know what? No, what I will say because I was there from the very beginning. Okay, and I can say this with full confidence. Listen, the reason why Umineku is even like brought up, okay, is even a conversation, is because
Featherine.
I mean that, but like it's literally just because way back then, like there wasn't many universal, I guess, anime like or light novel characters out there. There wasn't really many. People really wanted to try hard to find one, and they found Umineko. That is literally like let's just hey we found one throw my Superman like that's literally it. They literally exist for power scaling.
No.
Like yeah the conversation with Echo literally exists for power scaling. No one's talking about oh I love the themes the dynamics of the series I love the writing. No, it's always power scaling. Like come on. It's not it's the series itself, like when people like review, like at least from what I've seen, people are like, yeah, the series is not really that good. It's only for power skip if you bring this up. It's kind of sad.
I do think the series is like quality wise probably good. I mean, you don't get a franchise that big out of nothing.
And true, most of the time I hear it, it's just power scaling. At least that's all it does every time, without fail. I never hear anyone talking about, man, this character's really deep. Like I vibe with this character. The writing is so stellar. Or I love this fight scene.
Also,
Like,
I'm pretty sure there's at least like one part of that franchise where like it did get something popular. I believe it was called Higurashi,
props.
which I'm pretty sure that one scarred like a good section of the anime community
Hey,
because it's a murder mystery series.
they're like, oh dang, they saw the mystery being unraveled. I don't know. Umineko, it definitely gets an from me, so yeah. I mean, but at least what was it for TF2 matchup though? Like, I mean, me personally, I like. If I were to see the whole Team Fortress 2 crew of the mercenaries go up against another team, I personally prefer it to be the Reds and Blues from Red versus Blue. I mean, that's just me.
I mean, it does kind of write itself.
Pretty much. And also, like, they're ridiculously similar as teams anyway. Especially if just adding, it's literally just like you're already on the similarities of them as a team, right? But just adding the Soldier Sarge connections and like, oh my god, they're basically pretty much the same thing. Like, you know, like, you know.
Yeah.
If anything, like, I feel like, I mean, if I have they paid that, I think Soldier wins against Sarge, in my opinion. Like, I'd say, like, probably mainly due to Marasmus, but if you add in the whole team, it's team versus team, like, that's a lot of hacks, though. Not just, we're not including Marasmus in this scenario, but I'm just saying, as a full team, they do have a lot of hacks to throw. It's kind of nasty. I don't know. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, I will say, if it is blue team, then it would be canonically accurate if they were to lose.
Yeah.
Because blue team never wins.
They never win. Yep. You know, and also, me personally, for the TF2 team fights, right, like the mercenaries, I personally would count Miss Pauling in their group, personally.
I would count, but I also wouldn't want her in the battlefield.
Yeah. I wouldn't want the battlefield unless she actually changes something. Like, you change something this way?
Yeah, if she pulls out a fucking nifty from Hazmat Hotel and just, like, surprise kills the final opponent, then sure, I would like it. But unless it's that, we don't need to just kill her to kill her.
Yeah.
She's not a fighter, and she doesn't have much going for it.
Like, I mean, she's definitely shown to be capable, like, I mean, well, more so against...
She has a gun, and her most notable feats include shooting corpses and kinda surviving against a bread monster.
Yeah. I feel like she's more of, like, a sneaky type of fighter, similar to a spy. I feel like that's her type of deal.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm only really fine if she gets, like, a sneak attack on the final opponent.
What if she just smashes a brick over their head and it turns out like
Smashes a brick.
Yeah, that's just how the opponent. Yeah, like no, like just like it could be maybe Caboose.
No, it's the Marasmic brick.
Yeah,
she accidentally kills Marasmus.
Yeah, she's like, oh dang, oh well, that is what it is.
She wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah.
Soldier would be like, no, you killed Marasmus, and Pauling's like, okay, sorry, Soldier. She doesn't even believe it's real or anything.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Hololive or any VTuber matchup in Death Battle?
I don't care for any of that.
Yeah, I like them, but it's also like it's kind of weird in a sense because like, can you use them? Yes. However, they are kind of pseudo real people in a sense, and also like, like you trying to use them for a fight can be a bit weird for research purposes and whatnot.
It's just pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be vehemently against it, but it's also like you're not gonna see me like rooting for it.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to find something here. Trying to see if I can find it. Someone brought up the idea in the comment sections that, let's say, like in this scenario, right? How believable do you think this would probably be, right? Is that like when it comes to, let's say, the sniper having the Ubercharge canteen? I guess in this scenario, if we were to say sniper wins, right? Like, what do you think of the scenario of sniper using an Ubercharge, an Uber canteen, right? To like basically tank the shot and buy the time to make a well placed shot at Jigen, I guess.
While that would help, it like again, it's kind of a case of Jigen. Just because he's invulnerable now doesn't change the fact that Jigen can still predict the bullets and just be like, okay, dodge time.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely gonna be caught off guard the first time it happens because it's like, oh, the bullet just bounced off him when he turned bright red. What the fuck? But also like, he's not going to just ignore the gun pointed at him.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it definitely gives Sniper an advantage, but it's also like it can only last for so long.
Yep. 5 seconds. It's pretty steep.
And it could definitely go lower if Jigen just decides to snag that canteen off of him.
True.
Because I don't think anything about Ubercharge would prevent like Sniper's stuff from being like taken away from him.
Yeah. Bro could run up and just take it away from Thing. Alright, let me take this from you. It's like, what? That's not fair.
Hell, like we could even use like gameplay mechanics as a supporting evidence for it, because like pyros can air blast. You're not immune to physics with Ubercharge.
Yeah.
Wait, that would actually be kind of a funny way for Jigen. Oh, that is actually cool as shit. Hold up.
What's up?
So Sniper uses the Uber canteen. Jigen is dealing with all that. Second time Sniper does it, Jigen's planned ahead for this and planted explosives just so that he could detonate them when Sniper uses it, and times it just right so that Sniper's mid-air when it goes off, resulting in a clear shot for both of them to take. Sniper up in the air, pointing his sniper rifle down at Jigen, and Jigen pulling out his magnum, predicting where Sniper will fall down to.
Okay.
Now that is some good imagery.
That does sound pretty dope. You should write that down, man. It's pretty good. Probably could get, probably could get an art commission of that. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We've already answered who we would want to animate Sniper Jigen, and the answer was literally anyone.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a case of we trust the entire team with it. It doesn't matter who does it. It's gonna be gas.
Pretty much. And it's like if you want to get like really specific, like for specific moments, right? Like let's say like for example, like you said, like Mora would be like really good for like let's say Jigen's reflecting, basically throwing his bullets around, right? Like ricketing his bullets, just like this digital circus thing type of thing going on.
Yeah,
right?
like just Moro would be good at just doing it like all over the place, whereas Torian would be good for like a lot more precise ricochets, like those that have like purpose and meaning to it.
Yeah, like that's for me. Like for Torian, like if I wanted like it only be like it's like based off a feeling, a specific thing where it's like I think I don't know. I just have a feeling that Torian would go absolutely like nuts when it comes to like Jigen in the fight with how he probably gonna do his little gunplay choreography and the ricochets. I think I don't know. I just think I got a feeling. That's just me. But generally, anyone's like, but I guess for specific things or something like that. I don't know. So Mira says thoughts on the Realm of Gods, Junko versus Springtrap episode. Oh, that's very good. I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen it.
It's good. Especially for an indie project, like that's good.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to Junko, like Springtrap versus Junko. Okay, listen. So I understand the matchup. I do like the matchup, and when I saw it in action, I was like, it's like on paper. I'm like, I do like that idea where she's basically playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Essentially, that's like it's kind of the dynamic. It's kind of funny to me. I'm like, okay, and also there's some feeling stuff, but in action, I'm like, damn, Springtrap, what do you do? What does he do? He's cooked. Literally.
Hell, he doesn't even move like that in the games. They had to hype him up for it.
Yeah, I was like, damn, like, there's not much it's like you know what, like, on paper, everything on paper, it's good on paper, okay, but when you have to see the fight action, like, well, dang, like, They really tried to make you look. It's like there's nothing much you can do. Like I.
Yeah, I have entertained the thought of like, how would Lupin handle a Juko and Oshima scenario? Like trying to stop the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah.
Because Junko feels like she could be like a Lupin villain type
Oh,
shit.
absolutely. I mean, the stats of like Danganronpa are pretty good. Like, I mean, there are no pushovers, so
Yeah, and her analytical precognition is something that Lupin has faced like multiple times, and it has been shown to be a bit of a problem at times.
yeah.
Plus, there would be some pretty interesting back and forth between the two.
Well, I feel like, nah, I don't think she's ever seen a character like Lupin in her series before. But I think the people.
Oh no! There are some crazy ass characters in Danganronpa. Like the most notable one that she's personally met is Izuru Kamakura, the ultimate.
The ultimate. That's crazy.
Yes, he has every single ultimate talent of all the other characters. So he's the ultimate martial artist, the ultimate cook, the ultimate spy, the ultimate everything.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So Lupin would obviously be the ultimate thief, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic. Though I'm pretty sure Lupin does just ultimately stat diff.
Yeah. But like, I mean, I guess this stuff is thievery, though. I don't think she's seen something on that caliber. But I'd say like if you look at other members of like Lupin's group, like let's say Goemon or something. Okay, she's seen like stuff like that before. Like it's like okay, that's not.
Yeah, there is an ultimate swordsman.
Yeah. Like.
Not something to. Whoa, why am I getting deja vu with these comments now?
Oh, what the heck? Wait. Nah. What is this?
First it's asking who would we want to animate it. Now it's asking for the mercs.
Nah, this is just troll facing, I swear. Nah, this is just troll facing second account. Like, he's trolling. What is... we're not gonna answer. Nah,
wait, again, we mentioned it. We don't think it's that great.
This is crazy. Crazy. Can't believe that happened. You know, the Huntsman for Sniper Havoc against Jigen, I mean, it's kind of like, he does have the bow. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing with it, though.
The best thing the Huntsman has is the fact that it does have an on-hit bleed effect if you give him MVN upgrades.
Yeah. I mean, of all the crazy stuff the Sniper throws at Jigen, I mean, he just pulls out a bow and arrow? Like what? I mean... I feel like Jigen would laugh at that. Not gonna lie, Vic, are you serious? Like a bow and arrow? You're not gonna hit me with that.
We were using guns. Why did you downgrade?
Maybe it could be used for a comedy scene where it's like, I don't know, Jigen's just destroying like some snipers go one by one after you use them, and like he just pulls out a bow and arrow. He's like, how many weapons does this guy have? My goodness, this is crazy.
Alternatively, he just starts comparing him to Goemon. Like, if you keep going any further, you'll start reaching Goemon's era.
I know, right? Look at this. Oh my goodness. Says I like, what the? This man says, do you plan? Do I plan to make other videos where I talk about matchups like Sniper vs. Jigen, where you argue why they should be a death battle? I mean, yeah, I do plan on making more. I mean, I don't think the second one's really sacred because I have it pretty much done. I just gotta write the script for it and stuff. But like Rod Sterling versus Rowan Kishibe, that's gonna be a pretty abstract one. I'll say the least. Like,
it'll definitely be an interesting watch.
Imagine if you will, Blizzard. Okay. That's
Oh,
all.
here we go.
Yeah, imagine if you will. What if Lupin what would you do if like you're watching a new Lupin special and Lupin stole something and then he's like, oh yeah, I finally got this jewel, and then all of a sudden all you hear is, imagine if you will, and he just turns around and just starts cross
I'm kind of just imagining the Mystery of Mamo scene where like Mamo just like announces himself and then suddenly like the entire like room just turns into fucking space.
Yep. It's like, what's going on here? Man, I feel like that. Yeah.
I still can't wait for that movie to finally get over here.
It'll eventually get over here. Eventually.
Yeah, speaking of stuff, eventually, Poker Night: The Inventory 2 comes out this month.
What if they're building this up to make a third one? I mean,
I hope they make a third one. I would buy it in a heartbeat.
I mean, I feel like, you know what? That's my feeling. I can't prove it, but I have a feeling that like that maybe this like first one that's getting remastered. That this is what's building up to. It's building up to the third Poker Night. So who's in it? Don't know. What if Lupin's in it? Like, come on, like. I'm just.
If Lupin shows up in Poker Night 3, I will actually eat a sock. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, like, well, a probably more fitting character for the Lupin Cruise. Probably Jigen, though. But, like, if Lupin's there, hey, like, alright.
Yeah, I will say Jigen does fit the poker motif more, or if we want to add some ladies into it, Fujiko is right there.
Yeah. I mean, also another person to add to Poker Night that would be pretty nice is, instead of, like, let's say anyone from Lupin, what if it's just Sly Cooper, though? Because I imagine, remember in, like, Sly Cooper where you're at your base of operations, you're sitting at the table, right? And you're just, like, you decide to pick one
Jobber,
of them.
I hate to tell you, but I have not played Sly Cooper.
You've never played Sly Cooper?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, you gotta play. It's such a fun game. But like, basically, when you're at your base of operations, the hideout, right, in the video game, the second one, right, second and third, or fourth, essentially you could choose between Bentley, Sly, or Murray, right, and they're all like have their little idle animations. They're all sitting at this table for you, right, and so you can have like Sly basically sit in a similar manner, where he's at the Poker Night table sitting in a similar manner. You know, it could fit. It'd be cool to see him like that. You could get, maybe Banjo, you could get Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, I don't think that would work, actually. Nah, never mind.
We need someone to be able to talk.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there could be some humorous aspects of all the rest of these Poker Night people can talk, except for Banjo. Well, he talks, but he only talks in, like, and just, like, you see the text on screen, like,
yeah, and having Banjo actually talk normally would be cursed.
Yeah, it would be cursed. Like, he'd have to talk in, like, that random gibberish or whatever, but, like, you see the text on the screen, and only, let's say, some characters would be able to understand him. Like, oh, like, you don't see that? What? You don't see his dialogue, his subtitles.
It would be Sam and Max that could understand him perfectly.
Yeah. As for who I'd advocate for another TF2 character made to Poker Night, obviously Sniper. That's obvious. I'm not, I'm just saying. There's totally no reason for that. I'm just saying. How do I get this?
Thoughts on Walter White versus Light Yagami? Yeah, I mean that is it's an interesting idea.
I mean, I like them. I like the fight. I mean, if someone asked me,
I hesitated to say fight because it's not really a fight.
Yes, yeah, you're right. It's not really a fight. I was like, I like the match. There we go. I like the match. I really do like it. And if someone like asked me which would you prefer, Light versus White, like Walter White, or Light versus Columbo, I would always pick Walter White. I really do like that one, in my opinion. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just man.
And then Sly Cooper versus Lupin or Kaito Kid versus Lupin. I mean, at this point, I feel like Sly's are displaced.
Yeah. Sly. I mean, yeah, I think Sly is the one for Lupin. I mean, I also did argue that I think Lupin, as a character, I think he should get on like twice because like he's just that vast of a character, right? To
Yeah.
where you could like,
Which is why I have been advocating for Space Dandy, because I feel like that allows Lupin to really go all out with the arsenal and stuff.
oh yeah, like with Sly Cooper, you're only gonna see like maybe like 1/4 for half his arsenal, but like if you put him against Kaito Kid, like you're gonna see even more of his arsenal. At least that's better than like, or like say Dandy, right? It's better than like what you would use against Sly, right? Like he's go a little more crazier with it, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So it'd be kind of cool. Okay, I've got a question. Have you ever seen Sly Cooper vs. Lupin third like Deathball trailers by chance?
I mean, I've seen a thing or two now and then.
Have you seen one by like Little Galil? A chance. I think he had the best.
I mean, possibly. I don't really check the channels.
All right, let me see if I can stream this. Here, I'll put this on screen as well. Here, one sec. All right.
Thoughts on the Lupin the Sword versus Detective Conan film? I mean, it was kind of fun.
Oh,
I will say, as someone who has never seen Detective Conan, I did find some of the characters kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I watched it. I enjoyed it. Like through it was pretty cool. Especially the intro. Like that was pretty. That was a really good like introduction. Like where like Kaito Kid's like, oh wait, why is he using gun? This now it's clearly it's Lupin. And then like Conan's like after them, right? And all of a sudden like. It's almost like it's terrifying actually. I mean, from like another person's perspective, but all of a sudden you just see like going on like for like a two frames or something, and all of a sudden like what was it? Conan's like hoverboard is just cut in half cleanly. He's like, whoa! He's like, yo, what the hell? And then like later on, the scientist or whoever who made that board for Conan's like, yo, who cut this? Like this is crazy.
This is actually perfect.
Yeah, like he was actually astonished. He's like, yo, hold on.
I will say, my personal favorite of the Conan cast that I saw in there was the detective guy and girl, just because, like, their connection just seems really fucking cute.
Yeah.
Like, the girl has the guy on her phone with both them in wedding outfits, where she's like, I think she was like in the middle of kicking his ass or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that tells me everything I need about their relationship.
But here, I got something real quick here. So, this is like what I want to show you real quick. Alright, so I think this is the best slide like Lupin trailer. It's made by
hold up, give me a second. I need to do something with my Wi-Fi because it seems to be acting up.
Gotcha. I'll wait real quick.
I might disconnect for a second, but I will be back.
Gotcha. Wait on you.
There we go.
Alright. No, so I think this will be like the last thing, and then I gotta head out and get some dinner, so I'll probably end this from there. But this trailer right here is just, it is good. Actually, no, we could probably watch like some more like the Sniper Jigen ones. I'm not sure if you've seen those, but here we go. Okay, end this off like this, but here you go.
Place your bets. Why don't you just place your bets on me? My odds are stacked. I've never been a gambling man. I've never had the winning hand, but for you, I'd lose it all. My odds are stacked. I've never been a gambling man. I've never had the winning hand, but for you, I'd lose it all. Yeah, but for you, I would lose it all.
Come on, that was pretty fire. You gotta admit, like.
Yeah.
See, that's a fire like Lupin the Third. Like, come on, you gotta admit, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. See, here now, what was it? So I'll show you the sniper. Sniper versus Daisuke Jigen. Here, trailer. Here, trailer. Ah, there.
Hey, who's that guy?
I don't know who's that guy. Who's here? I'll put this right here. So, yeah, I don't know who these people are. This is strange. This is strange. I think you've already seen this, like mine. So, pretty sure, right? Seen this one?
What? No, I've never seen nothing like that. What are you talking about?
Alright. Okay. Yeah, we'll just watch these like one at a time. Let's go with this.
Like, go for it.
Pretty good. Okay. So this let's cook it there. All right. Let's go with the next one. Let's see. This one's my personal favorite. Like, I don't know. This is my personal favorite Sniper Jigen trailer. I don't know. Like, I don't like the music choice and the editing. It's just not too bad. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I do kind of rock more the surfer rock of the last one, but
This one here?
it was good. It was good.
Fair. Let's see what this one looks
I will say the actual editing for this one is kind of a lot more bombastic than the last one.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's see what this one. Okay, not bad. Alright.
Yeah, I felt like this song definitely felt the most fitting of the three so far for like the characters themselves.
Yeah.
Because one thing I feel like versus trailers really need is to pick a song that like fits the vibes of the characters.
Yeah, like, definitely needs one. I wish I could make another, Sniper Daisuke trailer. Not sure what I'd do different. No!
The rusted
No!
music.
We're not using Rush's Cage. We're not doing that. As soon as I heard Rush's Cage, I was like, no. Oh, what's this now? Hey, I got the cards out.
Right when I say the music needs to fit the characters perfectly. Immediate rusted
Like,
sniper.
immediately just no. Yo, that.
I mean, you can't get more perfect than a song literally made for the character.
That is true. Like, I hope that Vaja, if you see this, it's nothing against the show. Sorry, it's just the music. It's the music. Just as soon as I heard Rush, it's like, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, listen, like, listen. I'm down. I'm sorry. But, I mean, hey, you want to see this for old time's sake? Yeah, there's it.
Sure.
Oh my gosh. Alright, here we go. I feel like I could do much better now. This is like what? Man, I feel like I could do much better.
Yeah, honestly, you could probably do much better with the music choice. Have you ever heard that song by Rusted?
Yes. Yes, I heard this song. Rest is like, oh god. What? It's not... oh. I just hearing that trailer though, just like, I was like, nah, I'm good. I, I think Rush is just like, I mean, it's good half the time, not all the time. And that one's like, okay. Like,
Yeah,
alright.
my personal favorite of nerdcore is Divide Music. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. And said, can you check Lupin versus Sly Trailer by Golden Hearts? Yeah, sure. Why not? Like, what was it? Let's say, versus Sly. What's the one? Lupin the Third versus Sly Cooper by Golden Hearts? Ooh. Okay. Oh, I gotta first. We gotta admire like the thumbnail. Okay, so I don't think that is official Sly Cooper. I'm not sure. I'm iffy if that's official Sly Cooper art, but I know it looks like official Lupin art. Right?
That is official Lupin the Third art. I know that anywhere. That is from part 6.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here for this show. With this music, this is actually something I was thinking about using. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. I was thinking about doing another.
I feel the vibe. I feel the vibe just already.
Yeah, this is crazy because I was thinking about doing another Sly Cooper Lupin show, like for realsies, like not just saying Joker, right? Where I was gonna use this music. Huh, this is crazy.
Everybody be cool. I'm on it.
Nothing personal against the trash can, though, but I won't be letting anyone get in my way.
Yo, they used Marquez as well. Yo, wait, that was Marquez because, oh my god, they used Marquez as a Lupin voice acting here. Wait, do you know the lore of that actually? Specifically where that came from, the voice line?
I don't know that. I might know it, but it's been a hot minute.
So basically, when Death Battle did the Death Battle cast for what was it, Sly Cooper versus Lupin the Third, Marquez he did record a voice line. He made his own little edit because he saw the Death Battle cast coming post on Twitter this is Lupin saying he's gonna steal Death Battle, right? He's also like, hey, vote for me in the cast. Like, I'm not gonna lose this trash battle, right? So that's the origin. Like, that's crazy. How long
and
was
then
this?
they fumbled their arguments and have him lose.
Yeah.
Nothing,
No one. Yeah, like it was unfortunate. It's like.
nothing personal against the trash can, though, but I won't be letting anyone get in my way. Signed, Lupin the Third.
That's crazy. I didn't expect Marquez.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely gotta send. I definitely gotta send this to him. I'm definitely sending this one. Yeah, I remember this. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. I think that's pretty much. I think it for. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I don't know. Really did enjoy the conversation. Hope more people make more sniper. Was it Jigen trailers? Please, I'm praying out there. Someone's gotta make more trailers for Sniper Jigen. I'd be so happy. It's such a cool matchup. Also, thank you, Blizzard, for coming out here and just chilling with me and stuff. Thanks.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah, that's pretty much it though. Well, chat. I'll see y'all later. I don't know. Maybe you might stream again, like this month or next. I don't know.